All right, and we are live on, at least where I am, a snowy, blowy Thursday afternoon for me, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're joining me from. It is Thursday, November 26th, 27th. Oh, I was so close. I'm the worst with dates. But welcome to our second last of the Dabble writing sprints for the 60-day novel challenge. What a weird thing to say. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know if you're celebrating Thanksgiving today, if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving at all, if you've never even heard of Thanksgiving because you're not from North America. Let me know. Let me know where you're joining from and what you're working on. I'm gonna be honest. I thought I had another 5 minutes before this started, and I checked the time, and I thought, I gotta run down and get ready for sprints. So so hello everyone. And I see Shelly's here and Ashley's here and NJ and TW and Garganti and Bernadette. Let me keep scrolling here. Hilder's here and Manny. Hello everyone. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Ashley. Second last one. Bernadette's gonna start cooking after the sprint. Love it. Awesome. Save me some. Kio's here. Hi, Kio. Hi, Danny. Awesome. Okay, so the links should be down below me. I had the forethought to make all the links for today's sprint and tomorrow's sprint, just in case I embrace that day off. But I have some awesome things planned, not just for uh like these sprints, not just for my own writing, but tomorrow we have the 60-day novel challenge finale show that I'll be holding at 2 o'clock Eastern, which is about 15 minutes after the sprints that we'll be having tomorrow at the very same time. But also, I have a lot of cool stuff planned for W Academy in December, including a brand new workshop on Tuesday about the third act, which I'm very excited for. Oh, Ashley, yeah, I've heard of teeth. I can't dive too much into teeth on a stream like this, but I shan't be reliving that experience ever again. But thanks for the recommendation. Uh, um, there we go. Okay. Like, let me know what your name is, please, because I don't know which part of the username to pick. I hate that YouTube did this thing with the usernames, but I'm gonna go with Village for now. Said that they gave the first thumbs up, so let's be like them and hit that thumbs up button for your lonely Canadian dabbler up here. Man in these sprints, and for all the progress that you've made through this challenge, or even if you're not doing the challenge, all the progress that you're making on your book. I think that's super cool. You have to expect them at all times. I am really excited for the finale show tomorrow because we get to have a bit of a casual conversation about the progress that we've made throughout this challenge, about the things that we've accomplished, which I think as writers, we tend to like criminally underestimate or underrate how much effort we put into things, and we don't celebrate ourselves enough. So a big chunk of that tomorrow is going to be celebrating ourselves. And we'll talk about the discounts that you can get with Dabble, but we'll also talk about what's coming up in Dabble. And I've been harassing my development team to let me show off a couple things, not in action, but I maybe have a screenshot or two to share of things that are coming in the next big Dabble update. And we're going to talk about what you want to do next as well, now that the challenge is wrapping up. NJ, you're very welcome. Nikana, welcome, welcome. Oh, it's Christina. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. I need to write these down because, again, YouTube just was mean. Okay. Okay. I'm actually saying I'm not lonely. I have a moose with me. Yeah, I certainly do. Okay, we got 20 seconds. I'm still feeling a little frazzled since, I always keep it true with you guys. I feel a little frazzled from rushing down to get set up on this. So deep breaths. Everyone get ready. 15 seconds till we start sprinting. I'm gonna get my up on here to helping you if that uh in 20 happy, right? All right, everyone. That is our first sprint of the day done. How'd we all do? Let me know in the comments. Um, as I do a little bit of behind the scenes magic. Again, this sprint link should be below me, but I'm going to drop the link for the next one in the chat. Ashley coming in with 1,137. Fantastic word count. All word counts are fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but I stand in awe of that one, as I think we all do. Berlin joined us. Welcome, welcome. And NJ had to go, but NJ, hopefully you get to use this afterwards to do some sprints of your own and revel in the fun that we're having in between. Awesome word counts here. And Berlin, even though you came in late, you still got 66 words, which I think is fantastic. You should be very proud of that. So great job, everyone. And one of the things that I want to highlight is Christina said, I'm definitely not lonely. We're all here. And yes, you're 100% right. And I regret the way that that came out. Nor was I looking for sympathy or pity. But what it did make me think is that the team here at Dabble is often on the receiving end of the thank yous for setting up sprints like this, for running them, for giving you a place to get together and work together. But it's nice. I think it's nice if we remind you that we're also writers and you guys are giving us the space to be held accountable, to work on our own words alongside you. So thank you for that. It's not even Thanksgiving for me today, but I am thankful for you all being here and for everyone who joins us for sprints, for the 60-day challenge, for stuff over at in W campus. It's awesome. We have such a cool community here on YouTube and over at campus that makes writing so much easier and makes our job so enjoyable. So big thanks. Pat yourselves on the back for me. Um, Dan saying it's hard to be harmlessly self-deprecating around nice people. You're absolutely right. And we have only nice people here, which I love. So that's awesome. Awesome. Exactly. TW saying it's all about thank yous today. This is a fantastic community. And Christina needs these sprints like a breath of fresh air today. So I'm glad we can provide that space for you. It's not going to stop me from once again shamelessly plugging the finale event tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is just going to be a fun time, and we'll get to talk about how much this stuff means to us. And I'm hoping to get some good participation. Like I'm going to be asking a couple questions as we go along, and would love to get your feedback and whatnot. And speaking of feedback, probably next week, maybe the week after, if you've been participating in the 68 novel challenge, I may harass you for like a testimonial or a review of some kind, because we had a fantastic time this year, and next year when we do it again, I want it to be even bigger and better. So all the kind words absolutely help out in that. uh, Keo, thank you for being you. And big ups to Keo, because Keo is one of our moderators over at W Campus who definitely doesn't get the appreciation that she deserves. So thank you, Keo, for all the work that you do. It's just a feel good day today. It's a feel good day. We all have like this nice virtual sprint hug, and it's fantastic. Bernadette saying, I'm beyond grateful for y'all. The project languished for too many years and now it's shining again. I love to see that. And it's just fantastic. I consider myself one of the luckiest people in the world, because the job that I get to do is so unique and so fulfilling. It's so cool. So cool. I'm going to be all sappy today. That's what happens when there's no other dabblers around to be like, hey, Doug, I heard you being sappy on sprints. No, I'm just going to be sappy today. I'm just going to. Excellent. You're welcome, Keo. Yeah, and for those, to TW's point here, whoever still has words left to do in the 60-day novel challenge, let me know, when you're going to get them done, or what you're going to end up with, what your goal is for the end of Sunday, because Sunday is the last of those 60 days. For me, I have another 6,000 words left to write, so I'm hoping to get about 2,000 done in the sprints with you all here, and then the other 2,000 tomorrow, and then 2,000 on the weekend is my goal. Everyone's loving the sap. All right. Okay. My welcome. JMKG again, YouTube just not showing me the usernames. But welcome. I'm glad you could join us. And I hope that brain gets switched, because we're jumping into the second sprint. I'll talk to you all in 20 minutes. Bye for now. All right, and that is our second sprint of this lovely Tuesday or Thursday, not Tuesday. Done. Ah. Oh, what a day! What a day it's been. Let me know how that sprint went for you all, and let me know how close you are to being done the 50,000 words of this 60-day novel challenge. So far, I've written 1,640 words over the two sprints, which I'm pretty dang happy with. Let me do a little bit of clicking on my end so that I can get set up so I can do all the yapping that I want to do. So you know that's my favorite thing. There's the link for the third sprint. We'll be starting that in just under 4.5 minutes. This time goes by far too quickly. In between sprints, I've said it before. I'm sure I'll say it again many, many times. Awesome numbers coming in. Fantastic. Um, Garganti's 11,000 words away. That's definitely doable. Christina is over the 50,000 word mark, 51,556. Awesome. Kyo, you said you're setting only 10,000 words for the month, but I saw your post over in Dabble Campus, and I know your goal is different than the 50,000 one. So, hey, I'm taking those 10K words as a fantastic win. Garganti's doing your best to win. That's awesome. Manny didn't think that you were this close, but you are, which is fantastic. Okay. Susan got 100 words even that time, and you're at 55,000 for the month. Awesome. Susan, I've really appreciated your daily or near daily updates. I don't know if they were daily, but I love seeing those updates with some consistency there. Shannon's at 58,000, which is awesome. And Ashley's aiming to hit 80,000. Your original goal was 60, and you're at 77,000 now. So 80,000 by Sunday, 80,000 by the end of tomorrow, probably. Marcella is at 42,800. Fantastic. So we're at about the same spot, which is awesome. And Shelly's at 408 words to get to 50,000. So the next sprint will get you there. I'll be excited to celebrate there. TW. Basically, sum me up in 3 words here. Yap, sass, and sap. Oh, Susan, they are daily. Excellent. That's awesome. Awesome. Uh, Danny, you hit 50,000, but about 20,000 are for a book you're not trying to write right now. But hey, you still wrote them. And I think until there is a pressure to publish or to get your book to an agent in timely fashion, I think you got to give yourself some grace on that because you're trying to write a heck of a lot of words in a short amount of time. So, how those words manifest, how you get them out, is not as important as putting in the effort and proving to yourself that you can write them. And then when we tone it back a little bit, when we don't go for such a difficult goal and we do something more manageable with daily life, then you really focus in on what the thing is that you want to get done, I'd say. Christina's saying there's only your thumbs up. I would appreciate a thumbs up from everyone, but sometimes you need to refresh it to see the updated total. And Bernadette's been keeping a log on Discord of what you've done each day too. I love that. You're welcome, Danny. I like to think all my points are good, but thank you. That's my wife will often say, "Oh, good idea, Doug," and I'll be like, "The only kind I have." Uh, and I give everyone permission to carry that kind of confidence into whatever situation you want to. All right, we got a minute left. Okay, so excellent. There we go. Now we have some more thumbs up. Love to see it. So I'll mention this again tomorrow, but since we're all here and I have a moment to chat about it, after this week, we will still be doing our writing sprints, our live writing sprints like this throughout the first 3 weeks of December. They will be toned back though, so they'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for those 3 weeks. And then for 2 weeks, the Dabble team is off. We take off the holidays to celebrate and to honestly just take a breather from everything that's been going on, and then we're back in January where we will continue to do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday sprints. So we won't still have the Monday through Friday ones, but we're still going to have 3 different sessions each week to help you get your words written, or when it comes time for it, to help you have focused productivity sessions where you're doing revisions or where you're doing planning for your next book or where you're writing email newsletters or getting some copy done for your website, whatever it may be. Provide that space still. um I hear the beeping though, so Happy writing, everyone. This is our last sprint of the day. We'll talk to you in 20 minutes. All right, everybody. That is our third and final sprint of the day done. It goes by so darn quickly. But hey, I guess that's just a sign that we enjoy doing this thing called writing. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, I hope that these sprints have gone well for you. As I said, it's always lovely being here sprinting with you, getting our words written together. One of the things that we've really only been focusing on a couple times over the last few days, especially during the marathon, is the group effort that goes into the sprints that we do. And I know not everyone writes in wordsprints.org, and you might write in your Dabble project or on pen and paper or some other platform. But like in the first sprint, we had 16 people who collectively wrote almost 7,000 words. In the second one, we actually beat that. We got 7,167 words. And this time around, we got even higher than that, almost 7,800 words as a collective. That's fantastic. In the last hour, collectively just in word sprints, we've written a third or a quarter of an entire novel, which is wild to think about because writing is something that we do on our own. But when we come together as a community to do something like this, it's cool to see the collective effort that got put in. And Shelly made it past the 50,000 word mark. Congratulations. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Keo says, final with a crying face. We do have one more 60-day novel challenge word sprint session tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. It'll be hosted by yours truly once again. And then after that, about 15 minutes after we wrap that one up at 2 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing the 60-day novel challenge finale show. And it's just going to be a good time. It's going to be a celebration. So yeah, I do really hope that you can join me for either or both of those. Of course, the finale will be available for replay if you can't attend live or attend the whole thing. But thank you so much for joining me. Make sure that if you aren't already a dabbler, we are offering 20% off a year of Dabble for participating in the 60-day novel challenge and 40% off if you pass that 50,000 word mark like Shelly just did. And if you want a lifetime of Dabble, which includes access to Dabble U Academy, we are running our Black Friday sale starting tomorrow. I'll be talking about that during the live stream all the way through Cyber Monday. It's the only time we discount lifetime for Dabble. So if you're interested in getting that and not having to pay a subscription, that's the way to go. I'm biased, but I think it's a pretty good deal if you can afford it, because first and foremost, looking out for you, looking out for the authors, making sure that you get your words written and that you do it in a responsible way. So thank you everyone for joining me. Awesome work today. You should be really proud of yourselves. I'm very proud of you for all the hard work that you've put in throughout this entire challenge. And before I get even sappier, I'm going to sign off. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.